name is Kelly, and I'm from the Management Study Guide's content team. In this course, we will talk about situational leadership in detail. Let's get started. George Smith is a sales manager in Globus Inc., a leading manufacturer of home appliances and air conditioners. Howard Watson has been working at Globus for the past 5 years under George's leadership. He had joined Globus as a sales executive and is presently the senior sales executive. Peter Looney has recently joined Globus as a sales executive. Let us look at a conversation that takes place between Howard and Peter.
Hi, you're Peter, right? I'm Howard, the senior sales executive, and I work in your department. You've joined as a sales executive, correct?
Howard! Yes, that's right.
So, how do you like your new job?
It's great. I'm still getting to know the products in the market.
Yes, that would take some time to get acquainted with. However, as and when you start making sales calls and working in the field, you would learn a lot yourself.
Oh yes, that's absolutely true. You cannot learn all about the products, processes, and the market from books. However, George, our sales manager, is proving to be of great help. He's hand-holding me through all the products and processes.
Oh yes, he's really good at hand-holding. His habit of hand-holding goes a long way.
What do you mean?
Just that. George doesn't seem to know when to let go. You are a new employee. Hand-holding you through your work is perfectly fine. What about me, though? I've been in this organization for 5 years now. I know the company's products, clients, market, and processes in and out. Do you think I still need hand-holding?
Of course not. You mean George still guides you in everything?
Absolutely. Like I said, he just doesn't know when to let go. Even today, when he assigns tasks to me, he gives me detailed instructions and guidance on tasks that I'm perfectly capable of handling myself. He should give me some freedom now. All this guidance and hand-holding is a bit irritating after so many years of experience.
Yes, that's absolutely true. When your boss treats you like this, you feel like he just doesn't trust you or your capabilities.
Yes, that is exactly the way I feel.
Oh. Yeah, let's just hope George realizes he needs to use his leadership skills, keeping the other person and situation in mind.
Yes, let's hope so. Anyways, welcome to Globus, and you can reach me anytime you need any kind of help. My extension is 121.
Thanks. It was nice talking to you. Thanks for your offer to help.
You can understand from the conversation between Howard and Peter that although Peter thinks that George is a great leader, Howard seems to disagree with him. George treats both Howard and Peter in a similar manner. Then why do you think both Peter and Howard have different opinions of George? Yes, the main reason for this difference in opinions is although George is a greatly helpful leader and understanding boss, he just does not know how to change his leadership style for different people in different situations. George can become a great leader if he treats each of his employees as per their situation. Hence, you can see that the appropriate leadership style and skills have to be applied as per the situation, or situational leadership is crucial to become an effective leader. Let's now learn about situational leadership in detail. Let's review the course objectives. Describe the evolution of situational leadership model. Explain Hersey-Blanchard's situational leadership theory. Describe components of situational leadership model. Explain the aspects in situational leadership model. Explain what is meant by leadership style. Explain leadership styles in situational leadership model. Explain the developmental level of follower. Describe impact of situational leadership on performance. Describe impact of situational leadership on motivation. Explain the steps to increase follower development level. Explain mapping of leadership style and development level. Explain the steps in situational leadership process. Explain the criticism of situational leadership model. List the advantages of Situational Leadership Model. List the limitations of Situational Leadership Model. Hersey-Blanchard Situational Leadership Theory. The Hersey-Blanchard Situational Leadership Theory states that instead of using just one style, successful leaders should change their leadership styles based on the maturity of the people they're leading and the details of the task. Using this theory, leaders should be able to place more or less emphasis on the task and more or less emphasis on the relationships with the people they're leading, depending on what's needed to get the job done successfully. Components of Situational Leadership Model. According to Paul Hersey, situational leadership is based on interplay among the amount of the following components. They are direction, readiness, socio-emotional support. S1 telling. The telling style is associated with leaders who minutely supervise their followers, constantly instructing them about why, how, and when of the tasks that need to be performed. Developmental level of follower. The developmental level of a follower is an important indication for a leader to decide the most appropriate leadership style for them to adopt in any given situation. The following are the 4 types of developmental level of follower identified in the Situational Leadership Model. They are D4, high competence, high commitment. D3, high competence, variable commitment. D2, some competence, low commitment. D1, low competence, high commitment. Let's look at each one of these in detail. Now, the given figure below shows the development level of the followers based on their competence and commitment towards their work, D1, D2 to D3, and D4. For D4 level subordinate, if the subordinate fell into the category of D4, where they have both high commitment and high motivation, the leadership style best suited would be delegating, where the leaders need to understand, acknowledge, and appreciate the competence and commitment of the subordinates and entrust them with responsibilities. Steps to increase follower development level. The following are the steps that a leader should use to increase follower development level. Step 1. Tell the follower what you want them to do. Step 2. Show them what you want them to do. Step 3. Let them try on their own. Remember that there is some risk involved in this. Step 4. Observe the follower's performance and focus on the positive aspect of their performance. Step 5. Correct the negative aspects of the follower. And Step 6. Manage the consequences of differential between actual and expected performance. Advantages of Situational Leadership Model. It provides the right direction towards goal attainment. It helps develop a leader who is ambitious, has high energy, a desire to lead, self-confident, intelligent, and is trustworthy and flexible. It provides proper knowledge in the task structure of the job. The leader can patiently maintain situational stress. Mark Watson is a project manager in Helios, Inc. Let's look at a few situations that Mark faces at his workplace. Also, for each situation, there are a few responses given that Mark can adopt in that particular situation. You have to read each situation carefully and then determine what action you think would be most appropriate for Mark to take in that particular situation. Rank your answers from 1 to 4, with number 1 being the most appropriate leadership response and number 4 being the least appropriate leadership response in that particular situation.